before the mind has named the scene. This is why scent memories can feel more like being visited than thinking. They do not always begin as clear stories. They begin as pressure, warmth, unease, comfort, longing, or recognition. Then the explanation catches up. The person says, "That smells like my grandmother's house," or "That smells like the apartment where I used to live," or "That smells like a season I had forgotten." The scent did not create the past, but it unlocked the conditions under which that past was stored. It carried enough of the old context to make the memory feel present again. This is the central mystery of smell. It is ordinary and physical, but it can feel almost impossible to argue with. A tiny chemical signal can reopen a whole emotional landscape. That is why these moments feel so disproportionate. The signal is tiny, but the remembered world around it can be enormous. Part of the answer is anatomical. Smell does not move through the mind in quite the same way as sight or sound. Odor molecules enter the nose, bind to receptors, and send signals to the olfactory bulb. From there, the pathway has unusually direct relationships with regions involved in emotion and memory, including areas linked with the amygdala and hippocampus. That does not mean smell is magic. It means smell is wired into systems that help decide what matters, what feels safe, what feels threatening, and what belongs to a particular time and place. Vision often gives a person an object to inspect. Sound often gives a person an event to locate. Smell gives the brain a chemical trace of an environment. That trace can be faint, but it is also intimate. It enters through breathing, mixes with bodily state, and becomes part of how a place is experienced from inside. When a scent returns years later, it can reactivate not only a fact, but a whole emotional registration. The person may not first remember the name of the room. They may first remember how that room felt.